Thank you so much. So our next panel will be the Balancing Life panel. So we're going to talk a little bit about some of the ins and outs of life, as well as maybe some of the bigger picture things. How do you balance yourself? How do you balance day to day? On this panel, we will have Gail Boisclair and Marie here? Yes, Marie Pistinier from Paris, The State of Mind. We'll have Kathryn Kemp-Griffin from Paris Undressed and Annette Dalloo from The Heart of You. So I will show you their videos and then we'll get started.
Marie, should I find an apartment before I move to Paris?
Well,
What's a tenant file and a guarantor? Do I need them?
depends.
I just bought an apartment. What should I do with it?
Congratulations. Something to think about.
Is it better to rent my apartment furnished or unfurnished? How do I set my rental rates?
Gail, these are all great questions, but the answers may not be so simple. Perhaps it's better to tune into our new podcast, Paris, A State of Mind.
Oh, that's a great idea. I'm Gail Boisclair.
And I'm Marie Pistinier.
Between us, we have more than 35 years of experience in real estate and rental services. Listen in as we answer all your burning queries.
You can even submit your own questions for us to answer.
Paris, A State of Mind, Mondays on Paris Underground Radio.
Excellent. And then Paris Undressed. Oops, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Here's Paris Undressed.
What bra are you wearing right now? Whether you're smiling from ear to ear because you love your bra, or whether you winced because you're wearing, yet again, something you'd rather not, tune into Paris Undressed, the podcast that goes behind the seams of the lingerie capital of the world. Hi, I'm Kathryn Kemp-Griffin, author and host of Paris Undressed. From boudoir to the street, we'll explore the art of making and wearing French lingerie. We'll meet the designers and brands shaping our bodies and talk to fascinating people about femininity, sensuality, and sexuality. We'll share bra stories, secrets, desires, hopes, and dreams. This is the ultimate special occasion. So put on your favorite bra and tune into Paris Undressed, Tuesdays on Paris Underground Radio.
And lastly, The Heart of You.
Welcome to Paris Underground Radio's The Heart of You. My name is Annette Dalloo. This is a podcast about soul exploration, finding out what your true purpose is in this lifetime through various modalities such as grounding and energy clearing, divination, and exploring your past lives. Over the next 20 episodes, I will also be interviewing experts in the fields of astrology, mediumship, as well as numerology. Join us every Thursday for a brand new episode. Go to parisundergroundradio.com for more information. And don't forget to follow us on social media at Paris Underground Radio on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. I look forward to walking this journey with you.
Sorry. All right, so if you have questions for anyone on this panel, please drop them in the Q&A box. I have one from, and I hope I say this name correctly, Lavon Davis Shank. And this is for anyone. How did you decide to relocate to Paris?
Well, I guess I can go. Mine was, well, it's kind of complicated, but like everyone else, most people, I did not have a lifelong desire to live in Paris, but here I am after 20 years living in Paris. I came actually because of my, at the time, boyfriend, who is eventually my husband, who is now my ex-husband. And that's why I came to Paris. It wasn't really for any particular reason. However, I said that I've only ever liked Montmartre and I would only live there and I'd give it a year. And if I didn't like it, I was going to go. And I like more than Montmartre and I stayed longer than a year. So that's how I relocated.
Kate, did you want to share yours?
Happy to. We were newlyweds in Toronto and we're looking for adventure, and we flipped a coin, heads Paris, tails San Francisco, and we moved 4 weeks later, and it's been 30 years and I've never been to San Francisco.
All right.
I think my husband might be on this call, but he doesn't know that I think I actually made that coin land heads. So
Kate, I have a question for you. What is so special about French lingerie?
oh, I get this. I get asked this one a lot. What's so special about French lingerie is the aesthetic mixed with comfort. That is absolutely not enough for it just to be comfortable. And I talk about this a lot in tours and whatnot, but we sort of settle for comfortable, but it doesn't leave the design floor in France unless there's an aesthetic and a beauty to it as well.
Very good. All right. Well, then a question for Annette. How does spirituality help me get to know my soul?
Well, and I'll back up a little bit on that question, actually, because as you and I have talked about many times about how spirituality actually pertains to living in Paris and moving here and making those types of decisions, and connecting to your soul and spirituality and learning about your past lives and all of those things can actually help you make those decisions of, well, should I move to Paris or should I move to San Francisco, as Kate was saying, so it's something that can really help you really stay in the flow of what your life purpose is. When you're actually trying to make any decision, it can make your life a lot easier, because we all know, and we've all been in that situation where if you're trying to do something in particular and you keep on hitting roadblock after roadblock, that is essentially the universe telling you you're kind of going in the wrong direction. Maybe you should kind of go over here. So it can help redirect you to what you're supposed to be doing in your life.
Fabulous. All right, I have a question that just came in from Jody Gaffey. 2 questions, actually, I think for Gail and Marie. What process, or actually this first one's for anyone, what process did you use to decide where to live in Paris? Mine was where I could afford, but maybe there's a more interesting question.
I think this is a capital question, like where I can afford to live in Paris, because it's not a cheap city, even though you have many different arrondissements, so you can find, I'm sure you'll find the place to be and the place to live. But I think that money will be the first thing. And for me, it was I've lived in the second arrondissement for many years, and I really loved, very central. And due to just the convenient things, now I'm in the fourth, but I'm very lucky to be in the fourth, actually. But it was just a chance, when you pop up with an ad, when you see the place that fits your perfect budget, size, number of bedroom, which are sometimes not a large number of bedrooms, then you have to go for it.
Yeah, exactly. You kind of have to jump as soon as you can, because it'll be gone. Another question for you guys. What are the benefits of renting an apartment versus buying an apartment? And actually, we have a full episode about this.
Totally. I think we could easily do a full episode about that. I think that what a lot of people don't realize when they say that the rents are expensive in Paris, the mortgages are also expensive in Paris. So oftentimes what you would pay to rent is similar to what you would pay if you were actually the owner of an apartment. So if you do have the capital to invest in the beginning in an apartment, it's probably in the long run cheaper if you own versus rent. That's my opinion. But Marie, you might think something differently.
Yeah, I would add something. For example, if you live in a place that you rent, and if there is always renovation work around you, like in Gail's apartment, where there is not a single day where she doesn't have hammer and many noise. When you rent, then you can move out within a month's notice. When you have purchased a place, then you have to deal with that. And yes, the question will be for the money you have to invest in the beginning, but you have to maybe reduce the size of your ambition when you are the owners. But it's you capitalize what you have on a long run, and then you can eventually think about renting this out after, and with the money of that, maybe you can afford to have like a larger place, maybe in the countryside. Why not?
Yeah, exactly. Another question for Kate. This is from Dawn. Which of the big stores like Galeries Lafayette or Printemps is the best one for shopping for lingerie if you only have time to go to one place? Or is there just a specific street or area that has stores that would be more interesting?
Hello, Dawn. I would suggest a department store called Le Bon Marché. It's Rue de Sèvres and Rue de Bac. It's in the 7th. Fabulous area to be in. You can actually sort of avoid all the crowds that you get squished at by walking through to Galeries Lafayette and Printemps, and they change the floor every time. So you're breaking out in a sweat before you even find the place. And it's a luxury department store, but they have innovative brands, and they also have the French brands, and those prices are pretty much the same everywhere. The change rooms are better, the experience is better, and that's key. So Le Bon Marché.
Great answer. Piggybacking on that, is it true that French women always wear matching bras and panties?
You're gonna have to tune in for one of those podcasts about that. It's the jury's not out, but we have asked the question a lot and have fascinating answers.
That's true. It's actually one of my favorite parts. Another question for Annette. Is tarot something that I can learn to do? Is that something that I can learn?
Yeah, absolutely. So the really cool thing about learning divination tools such as tarot or using a pendulum, things like that, everybody can use them. Everybody can learn how to use them. So it's not just if you feel like you are clairvoyant and you can see the future. They are a wonderful tool that can help you in your day-to-day life, actually.
Kate, can you name the street again that you mentioned for Dawn?
Yes, it's Rue de Sèvres and Rue du Bac, and I'll type it in as well, Dawn, but it's Le Bon Marché, okay?
Thank you, yeah. Excellent, thank you so much, everyone. Oh, wait, one last question. Gail, where are the best websites to see apartments for rent and apartments that are for sale?
Oh, that's a big question. There's so many places, and a lot of different companies use, actually, Se Loger is one of the largest ones that combine a lot of different rental apartment agencies on Se Loger. But I think it really depends on what you're looking for. If you're an expat and you want to get a place, you might want to try to find other expat people that know what it's all about. But Se Loger, I think, the go-to.
Yeah. Great. Thank you all so much. So there was a lot of really interesting information in this panel. If you're interested in what these hosts have on auction, Marie has offered a 30-minute consultation for anyone looking to move to Paris or purchase real estate here. Gail has offered 20% off any Perfectly Paris apartment rental with a 1-week minimum stay. You can win a one-on-one bra fitting and a copy of Kate's book, Paris Undressed, The Secrets of French Lingerie from Kate. You can also win a 30-minute guided meditation from Kate. Annette is offering, if you liked her show trailer, that beautiful thing she did, she's offering a custom-made logo for your business or brand. And Annette is also offering a 30-minute tarot and intuitive session. Here are all of the links for those things.